know the game. Cigars Daily, light it, go. Cigars Daily, crank it up, let's start the show.
Hey everybody, I'm Tim and welcome to Cigars Daily Live, coming to you from sunny Phoenix, Arizona for yet another week of a mischievous time talking about the wonderful industry of premium handmade cigars. And tonight's topic will terrify you. Tonight we're talking about, is the cigar lounge dying? And can we save them together? The Cigars Daily Nation banding up as a team of ragtag insulting weirdos to go out and save the backbone of the cigar world in America. We're going to talk about this a little bit tonight. The cigar lounge, and I say the proverbial cigar lounge because they're being threatened all over the country by a number of different things, as they have been, and we're going to see just exactly where we stand. My name is Tim. I'm the host of this show, and of course, all of you watching at home, you are the co-hosts. Your comments and questions will drive this episode. So I invite you to drop them down below, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Rumble, or even our very own special community on Cigars Daily Plus. Drop them down. We've already got over 200 comments. We're going to get to as many of them as we can. But I'll tell you, I can't pick comments and do graphics and make fun of everyone in this room all by myself. I need help. I need help to do that. And I have the most amazing team of quick-witted people to do so. Some of them can even read. Sitting behind the camera is Billy, the cock of the wall.
Your comment guy can't read. So
That's a little ironic.
It's a little ironic.
That's why we picked you. Well,
Yeah.
we wanted to represent our viewers who also mostly can't read. So
Diversity hire.
Yeah, diversity.
I was the diversity hire.
That's
We're
fair,
like,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
on, can everyone here read? Call Billy. And of course, sitting next to him is El Rey Del. The crown's right behind you, dude.
What do you mean is right behind?
It's
It's not in my regular spot.
Somebody
They
came in
cleaned.
here.
Listen, the team came in and they cleaned the studio this week.
But they should know that
And
my crown goes on top.
They
of
don't know that because no one knows that. Nobody knows that except for you, Terrence.
But
Here,
it's
get the-
provocative.
get the
It
crown.
gets the people going.
It does. Can you get the crown so I can do your thing? Okay, this is taking a long time. Here we go.
All right,
There
all right.
it
Are you
is.
going
What a
to introduce me now?
El Rey del Terrence.
There we go. All righty.
Ooh, okay. Wonderful.
Okay.
Terrence is on graphics tonight. And of course, sitting third chair, Ambergler.
That's a long
The
pause.
Ambergler.
It was,
It was a
call her.
super long pause.
Yeah.
That was me slowly churning through. Do I put a nickname on Amber right now? But the nickname that's in my head, I feel like she doesn't want to be her nickname.
Probably not.
And I know Amber's parents, and so there's a
That's
there's a
true.
level of
You notice how I introduced him early.
you brought him in early.
It wasn't
you saw
strategic, but it worked
you
out
saw
well.
how this was going.
Yeah.
All right.
Good, a little protection.
Listen, around the studio, we have no cigars. We don't have any cigars
Yeah.
tonight, and that's because
on.
I decided before this show that we were going to switch it up a little bit. I asked everybody on the. Oh, by the way, one other thing I got to tell you, we've overdone ourselves. I think this is the largest we've ever had of the Cigars Daily Live studio audience. Wow, what a great group of people. We're so privileged to have them with us tonight. Couldn't do the show without them. You know what? We could probably sleep better at night too. Hey, so we don't have cigars right now. I asked everybody on the crew, not the studio audience, because they boo even when they get here. This is, I said, get me one of your top 3 favorite cigars. Any one of your top 3 favorite cigars that you guys can find around here. And so everybody did. I then rolled them into these pieces of paper in such a way that you can't really tell what's in there. In fact, I don't even really know what's in each of these. So I've got them numbered 1 through 4, and everybody's going to pick a number. Amber's going to go first because she's a girl. and
What?
then we're gonna pick around the
Wait,
room
since when?
and get.
Wait, since when?
Since when do girls go first, or since when is Amber a girl?
Both of
You let the latter.
Getting into deep questions.
Terrence is like, if she's not tobacco, I don't know anything about her.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so the goal is to not get your own cigar, and I'll tell you guys, I did this, and what number?
But I
what
want
are-
my own cigar.
what
Yeah,
is
you
the
told me to
number-
pick one of my favorites.
You trapped us.
What is the number
It's a trap.
that everybody's putting in the comments?
Everybody's just putting 3 and 4 in.
Are they telling like Amber what to pick? So it's like
Yeah.
Shrek, pick number 3, my lord.
Oh, okay. They want to know what to pick. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, stop that. Stop with the 6, 7. I did this right before the show. I said, everyone get me one of your favorite cigars. And then I rolled them up so that we could all pick. And I realized as I was rolling them up, everybody here likes stupid sizes and shapes of cigars.
my
and I regretted it
gosh.
immediately. Like, it's all like, there's Lanceros and Torpedoes and like all kinds of garbage.
Solomon's.
I'm the only I'm the only person that picked a normal size and shape of cigars. So some lucky person will get to. Probably not me. I'm gonna have some weird.
Don't worry, Tim. I'll go last.
I didn't
I'll
realize
pick
my
mine.
cigar tonight was going to come with a side of judgment, but I guess I'll try to enjoy it all the same.
Have you met Tim? It's nothing
I
but
know.
judgment.
Well, he didn't even tell us he was playing this game. I thought I was just picking a cigar. So many traps.
Yeah, no, the traps are okay.
Trap.
Yeah, when I
one-
caught him I walked in and I saw him rolling him like a joint. I was like, all right, here comes the
Here
fun.
it comes. Amber, I've got one of the
Scuffed.
cigars- one of the
Ruined.
cigars fell out. Sorry. I've got 4 cigars here, Amber.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can pick any one of them.
3 was looking pretty solid.
I was going to go 3, but I just realized what that is. So,
You saw what it is.
yeah.
Oh.
I'll go. Well,
I'm reshuffling them.
I'm
It's still
still
3.
picking a number. I'm going to go 4.
4.
4. I wouldn't throw it.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw it. I know what it is. All right, go ahead and open yours and tell everybody. No, don't open it yet, because then they'll know what it is. I didn't. But first of all, everybody who watches this show knows that this is thought through about as well as like a drunken drive to go get beer in the middle of the city on a Friday
Those
night,
can be fun.
Wow.
On
Okay. All
New
right.
Year's Eve. Terrence, you're next.
Me, I'm your number 1.
Just kidding. I'm going to give it to you.
Yes, please.
Chris Krim says this was well planned. It was.
Yes.
All right, Billy.
Can I
your-
take- can I
your
take a
last
peek at
options
it?
are 2 or 3.
Can I see my options of 2 or 3?
White paper or white paper?
Yes, 3 was. I want to go with 2.
Excellent.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh,
Wait, did you get your own
no.
cigar?
No, I
Okay.
want my own
Amber,
cigar.
Okay.
what did you get? What did you get in your little?
I got Billy's. I got
Whoa!
the Plasencia Almafuerte Generation
5.
5.
Good. That is the Solomon, a 10-year aged wrapper, a Nicaraguan Puro from the Plasencia family, a high dollar, high tier, top end cigar, a very special occasion stick. I hope that it is a pleasure
Can't
for
wait.
you.
I haven't had this
You're
yet,
welcome,
actually.
Amber.
That was
Thank you,
Billy's.
Billy.
Good
Some
job.
of the people in this room did not pick top tier
Yeah.
cigars.
Some
Sorry
of us
about
picked
that.
garbage. Terrence is offended.
I
Terrence,
am
what did you
offended.
get?
Did you say Terrence or Billy?
Terrence.
I know what Billy got, so would you want to trade?
Well, what did you get?
Something I
What
don't
kind of
No,
snack
don't.
pack
No
did you
trading.
get?
No
know.
trading.
Hey, you ain't say that
No
at the beginning.
trades.
Nope, nope.
I
this
know,
is
but I
Halloween,
also am
baby.
making up the rules as we go. No tradesies. That sounds.
It's a
What are you
Perdomo-
upset?
It's a Perdomo NSG Grand Bellicoso. Yeah, Billy, trade me.
That was
Yeah, trade.
No,
Amber's
they said no
pick.
trade.
You're
Yeah.
not insulting me. You're insulting Amber by that.
Wow.
How dare you?
Terrence has the Perdomo Legacy Nicaraguan sun-grown in the
Shade grown.
box-pressed bellicoso size, which is, by the way, one of the most popular parts. That's actually who picked that as cigar of the year. Was it was like Dojo and Coop
Probably a Cigar
And
Journal or Cigar
Cigar
Snob?
Journal. One of them picked that size of that cigar. So if you want to, piss on that, you can, Terrence. But you're insulting an entire audience. It's not a.
That's fair.
Deborah Slaughter
Hi, Jeremy.
says the
Change my
disappointment in his face. Yeah, I know.
I've smoked a lot of them. What can I say?
All right. Yeah. Billy, what did you get?
Oh, I've got the LF40.
The Liga Privada L40, the greatest Lancero Steve
Yeah,
Saka
actually,
has
that's
ever
a great
blended.
one.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
picking on Terrence for like making a sad face when he got that. That was the only one I didn't want to get because I don't like Lanceros so much that I won't want a Liga Privada if its shape and size is a Lancero, which means that the one that I got, you guys all got each other's cigars.
Yeah.
So you got your yes, yes, Tim, Sorry, everybody at home. Tim
my
said some
goodness.
comments about whoever got their own cigar
Was the
It's
loser.
was a
This
loser.
is not mine. This is not mine. This is a Oliva Master Blends 3 Churchill. That
Whose
was
is it?
So who's
That was
cigar?
one of my picks.
that was one of Billy's.
Because
I wrapped up
two
2 of Billy's.
Pick of your pick your 3 favorites.
Yeah, I must have wrapped
So
up
I
the
was in
wrong one.
middle.
Billy
Y'all
has to be
need
so
communication
pissed right
therapy
now.
or something. Y'all need some
Bill-
counseling.
Billy got 2 cigars in the mix and didn't get either of his
I
own
know.
cigars.
And what I said before the show is not true. Tig says, in what I can only assume is a Trump voice, rigged. It's rigged. Because that word now automatically comes with a Trump voice, I think, anytime that you say it. Rigged.
Recount.
Stop the steal from Midnight Run.
Nice. That's a banger. That's a banger.
Stop the steal.
So,
All right.
does anybody want to trade me? No. Okay.
Nobody wants to trade you. Nobody wants.
I'm enjoying this.
I would
Okay.
honestly
Great choice,
personally
Billy.
trade you if trades were allowed, but I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. All right. Duelting Music says 50% chance of Billy lost. That's about how it
We're
goes.
not going to Vegas anytime soon.
We've got
Yeah, you
Kyle
will for
Weipert also
PCA.
gives us rigged. It's rigged.
rigged.
Let's see.
Even Melania knows it.
Gordon.
This was the biggest scam ever adulterated on the cigar industry.
I like that everyone in the studio's Trump impersonation is the worst. It's the worst Trump impersonation you'll ever hear. No one here can do it.
Listen,
right.
listen, guys. I have stupendous Donald Trump quotes. I have the best quotes. All right. I think I'm pretty solid.
So far, of the 3 of us, you're the best. The only one we haven't heard is Billy's.
oh, I got nothing.
No,
For
you
a
got to.
guy
You
that
got
doesn't
to.
even-
Yeah, come on.
For a
let it
guy
out.
that doesn't even like to do the chicken wings at the beginning of the episode, I'm guessing the Trump impersonation is going to be as brutal as his pronunciation of any Spanish word. El poop hole.
El Poop, Mexican San Andres, El Poop Hole.
El
It is
Poop
the
Hole.
best.
El poop hole.
You sound like Cartman from South Park. It's the.
Excellent, Cartman. Excellent.
I'm clipping that and I'm putting it on Instagram later. I love it so much.
Cartman doing Trump.
We still have to do a show, everyone. We still have to do a show. Chris Grimm says, "Wow, Billy, wow."
You know what, Billy? I will never peer pressure you to do anything ever again.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh.
I appreciate that.
Okay,
Oh,
well, here we
stellar.
go. Let's keep cruising. Billy's gonna have trouble keeping up with the comments. Listen, we do have a truckload to do on the show tonight. We're going to talk about saving the cigar lounge from the dangers that are threatening cigar lounges. There are dangers just about everywhere. It's that scene from Men in Black where they're sitting by the river and Will Smith, he's trying to decide whether he's going to become a man in black or not. And Tommy Lee Jones is sort of giving him that old man wisdom. And he says to him, Tommy Lee Jones, he makes this statement there's always something threatening to destroy the human race. He says, whether it's an Aurelian death ray or when he may mention some things, he says, there's always something threatening to destroy us. And that's the reason we don't tell people about aliens, because if we did, they wouldn't be able to handle it. And truth be told, for cigars, it's the same way. Living and working in this industry for the last 10 years, I have seen this. There's never not something coming for us. And it's on every level. It's the city, it's the county, it's the state, it's the social media platform, it's the federal government, it's the international relations, it's the government in the country where the cigars are made. The only person who's not trying to do it is God himself, because I'm pretty sure he thinks cigars are great. But that's a personal theological view. Anyway, I want to take your guys' comments as we talk about this tonight. We also have a lounge roast to do with some pick of the weeks, but I do want to tell you about one thing that's absolutely critically important. And I'll prompt you right here. Drop your cigar comments and questions down below. Coming up is the world's largest Cigars Daily Nation Mega Herf, the place where we are going to get together and party with some of the most incredible people in the industry. And of course, I'm talking about DailyCon 2026, coming up on March 28th at the HQ. We are going to be joined here by none other than We've got Karen Berger, who's going to be coming down here. And by the way, the elite VIP members at this are going to have an evening with Karen Berger, having dinner at the Capitol Grill. That's out there too. In addition to Karen Berger, we're going to be joined by Jonas Santana from Blackbird Cigars. He is the one who is building the new Blackbird Daily Edition cigar, the Cock of the Walk, in honor of Billy, the Cock of the Walk.
The best cock of the walk.
It's
I was going for just like
Mm,
do it,
no.
do it. Still, with the
I-
best
No,
there.
I-
don't do that.
no,
do that.
dude. I got your back.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you that you tried that,
Yeah.
and it was remarkably not South Park that
We're
time.
getting better.
We're getting better.
Okay, so just practice makes perfect.
What did you say?
I said practice just makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Okay. So Jonas Santana is going to be there. Oliva Nick is going to be there, and we still got to get him in the studio here
Yep.
to try to get him.
We got to ask him about La Fermentada Maduros.
Yeah, we want to do an intervention. We want to sit
Peer
him down.
pressure.
We want to say we all love you a whole lot, but if you don't get some samples of the La Fermentada Maduro, we're going to kidnap your dog or something like that. We're going to go. It'll be really good. We'll come up with something great. Pedro Gomez from Drew Estate is going to be in the house. He's going to be here to give me a run for my money with his amazing Drew Estate
Amazing.
energy. Amazing. It's already falling apart, guys. Of course, Pedro is one of the best guys. I just love
I
Pedro.
love Pedro. Yeah.
Every time I get to hang out with him, I love the guy. In addition to that, Rick Rodriguez from West Tampa is going to be here at DailyCon. We'll also have friends from, my gosh, Monte Cristo, Romeo y Julieta, H. Upman, Trinidad. There's so much more going on too, in addition to tastings and pairings and axe throwing, which sounds like bad when you put those together, but we're doing it in a safe way. That's all I got to say.
It's going to
to
be
you.
very safe.
Ticketed
The
event.
safest
Learn more
axes
about
on the
it.
planet.
March 28th at the HQ. It's coming up. Don't miss out. It's huge.
It's huge.
It's gonna be huge.
The biggest cock of the walk you've ever seen.
The biggest, the
it.
largest, the best.
This is painful. Most painful probably for Trump, who's seen some bad Trump impressions.
Careful.
All right.
You might get
Um,
kidnapped.
I could, yeah. Well,
Not that Maduro.
not that Maduro. No, I'm just gonna move on. Let's
Yep.
just move on. Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.
Moving right on down the street with the show. I'm looking at what I want to do next. I want to just take comments, Billy. Let's see what
Okay.
the people are saying. Let's bring them into this show.
Oh, we got that coming up.
Deborah Sutter
Hi, Jeremy.
says train wreck. And really at this point, Jeremy could be referring to any part of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. What else we got, Billy? Do we have a comment of meaningful, like a question or a topic?
Something related to cigars.
Yeah, that would be most preferable.
be.
We are
Could be.
Cigars
I
Daily
mean,
Live.
yeah, I think we got some of those tonight.
Can you put them in the-
I'm taking one. I'm taking one, Billy. It's okay. Don't worry. Chris Krim says, Tim, why don't cigar makers make the cap run further down the cigar? I could have used a longer cap in my early days of smoking.
That's what she said.
This is way back when.
Back in the day.
When you first started smoking, hopefully, and you just didn't know that you don't snip the cigar basically in half to cut it. That's what I hear you saying. Because the thing that I'll tell you has impressed me about the general construction of cigars over the last probably 5 years, I've noticed this, is that the caps of cigars have gotten much deeper. Like
Yeah.
in general, like in a lot of cigars, it seems like the cap runs about a half an inch, maybe even some cases feels like more of 3/4 of an inch. How deep is the cap on your guys' cigar studio audience? How deep are you going? Is that about a half an inch there? Quarter inch? Anybody got longer than a quarter inch?
Can we get
cap
that in
on a cigar?
millimeters? Please? Millimeters?
Can we get that broken down into yards? Okay, 3/8, not a half. And that's a Dunbarton Mike Rita Papa sock.
Sakakan.
Sakakan. And that, to me, from here, that looks like a pretty deep cap. But you say that's 3/8 of an inch.
But also, isn't there a slight difference between the cap and the shoulder itself?
Yeah. I'll say this. It's making the cap deeper on a cigar is the equivalent of putting a warning label on a bottle of bleach. Like when you get into cigar, like I'm sorry, I love you, Chris Krim, and I love everybody who's currently looking at a cigar that's unraveling because they cut too much off of it. But one of the first things to learn when you get into cigars is how to cut a cigar. And really the only thing to learn about how to cut a cigar is to cut off as little as you can.
Yep.
I think that it tradition in cigar to make caps nice and thin. And I don't know construction wise why they would do it that way, but that is what I would say to you. We're not going to put the California warning label on every cigar that says that this cap might give you some sort of prostate thing. I don't know. I don't know what they do in California.
Prostate thing.
I don't know. I don't know what they do over there.
You're using cigars wrong then.
That was an interesting place to go as far as health conditions. It's gonna mess
Damn.
up the prostate.
Damn. Someone call Matt Booth.
Oh boy.
Use a V cut from Bino. Hey, Bino. Yeah, I agree with Bino. You should use a V cut. In fact, that's what I use on this Oliva Master Blends 3 right here. That is
Wonderful,
currently V
wonderful.
cut, but not lit. So,
Yeah, we would never
Billy,
do that.
why don't you take a comment and read it in the Trump voice?
Taking a comment, and you know what? I got one.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
This is from Tig 140.
Are you really going to do this?
Yeah,
Please don't stop watching, everybody.
I'm going to do it. Ready? Quick hit humidor question. I have an all wooden, best of all tabletop humidors. I've seasoned it 3 times. 3 times it's been seasoned. And I have 2 large 72. They're the largest of the Boveda packs. And I still can't get it over 57.
57.
What the hell? Thanks, Dan. Everyone
Wow.
else was just glaring at
we
me.
went
Dan.
from Cartman to the best Trump impersonation in the room. Still one of the worst in the country, but the best in the room for sure. Congratulations, Billy. I didn't even hear the question. Something about
He's
humidification.
got an all wooden humidor, desktop humidor that he's got 270 72
72% Boveda
Bovedas,
packs, and it's
and
only
he can't
at
get it at
57.
over 57.
He can't get it up. Is
He
what he's
can't
saying.
get
Yeah,
it up.
I was gonna say this happens. Has to do with your age.
Tried depends. No.
Listen, so wooden desktop humidors are problematic, and this is something that I preach a lot about in the cigar world. And so, if you're just getting into cigars, I tell you this because I want you to know this. Wooden desktop humidors, for the most part, aren't known for having the best construction in the world. You want a humidor that seals tightly and maintains the humidity inside. If you're having trouble getting the humidity up a lot and you've really compensated for that by adding a lot of extra humidity, it likely means that you have a leak somewhere in the humidor.
Yep.
And the only way to fix that I've found I've done this in some wooden humidors, although this arguably basically ruins the humidor, is to get like clear silicone,
Food grade as well.
food grade silicone, and you put a bead of it around the seams on the inside, and then bring your finger across and basically seal it up. Especially with a wooden glass top humidor,
There we go. Yep.
Quickening says if it has a glass top, run a bead of aquarium grade silicone between the glass and wood on the inside. This can really help maintain humidity. And if you haven't thought of that, that may help a lot. If you're overcompensating with humidity, that can just be like the sign that you need to change course.
Or hear me out. Just smoke it at 57. That's a
Ooh,
totally
it's a good
acceptable.
humidity.
I like it 57.
I get what you're saying. Smoke it because there's a lot of people these days. If you guys haven't followed the cigar discourse online, okay, there's a movement to bring our humidities down. People are reporting, and especially in the studio and people who watch the show, enjoying the cigars at a much lower humidity than the average 70-70 rule. 70 degrees and 70%. These days, much more frequently, you're seeing people say, oh, I prefer my cigars at 65, 64, sometimes even 60 or in the high 50s for humidity, because with a little less moisture in the cigar, the flavors come through just that much easier. And that's the reason we're all here, is to get that sort of cigar experience. But when it comes to your humidor, you shouldn't have to change your view on humidity to suit the crap humidor that's not doing what it should. When you have a humidor, you should be able to control it. If you want it at 57, it should be there. If you want it at 70%, it should be able to go there. And so I wouldn't say settle unless you're getting married. Frankie Deuces says
Oh, boy.
58%.
Wow.
Your wife is
Just
watching.
throw that in
Is
there.
she watching right now?
Oh,
My
she's
beautiful
on.
wife is on there.
I was also going to have you translate one of her comments because it didn't make much sense.
Yeah, I can make sense out of everything my wife says. I also listen to everything she says.
Mhm.
Population
Yeah.
1 of 2 is not my wife, but does say 65 to 68%.
I was just pulling
Nath-
stuff while I found her.
Cheesy Smoke says 57 to 65%. Hey, best smoking. 65 to 69%. Best aging.
All right,
Mm.
here's the wrench.
My wife says, the wrench, I would love to be smoking right now, but I'm going to take her daughter and her boyfriend out to dinner here in a few. She means,
Is she referring to herself in the third person as her?
no, she just misspelled it, but now it's given me an opportunity to bring up a personal issue between my wife and I and
Oh.
air it on the internet live.
Live on the
Always
internet.
a
I
good
feel
call.
like that's what we should do right now. So
Sure. New segment.
now here's just a question for you guys. Okay. And she's sitting at home. She knows exactly what I'm about to say right now. Let's say that you and somebody else had some kids together.
Okay.
Okay.
I
And-
could never,
Little trickier for
I
me,
could
but
never
all right.
imagine that.
Now you're out and you're talking to some people about these damn kids that you had.
Yeah.
If your other person with whom you had children
Uh-huh.
referred to them in your presence to a stranger as my children rather than our children, would that bother you? They're talking to the cashier and they're like, oh, my kids are that way too. And you're standing right there.
What are we talking about these kids did?
Yeah, is it positive or negative?
Yeah. My kids just started a forest fire. Oh, they're your kids. Definitely.
But who does that? You're always
All
the other
kids start a
person's
forest
kids when
fire.
they're screwed up.
Yeah.
And Allison and I do this. She comes up to me and she's like, your son, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that means it's a bad connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we're out, she'll JP Hamilton says, Tim, no, stop now. Never. All right. This has been a Jack Shane says my wife does this all the time. Allison will routinely, she's already taken our daughter out to dinner, by the way, our daughter and our daughter's boyfriend, who are both wonderful people, and going out to dinner with them is a treat. She refers to our kids as her kids all the time. I don't know what that's about. All right. Anyway,
Seems like it hurts your feelings.
I wouldn't say it hurts my feelings. I just get uncontrollably angry about it.
Well, it does something then.
Something. Yeah. All right.
You sound a little booty tickle, Tim.
What?
Someone is sleeping on the couch tonight from Brody Bro. I won't make her sleep on the couch. I mean, it's not that bad of a.
This is
She would
unraveling
at least
quickly.
smoke on the couch.
All right.
My God, Tim. My goodness.
I went full Terrence on that. I am. Chris Krim says someone is sensitive. That's true. I am sensitive. You're making a good point here. All right. We need to do a segment we do. I don't know. We've done this is the third time we've done it, so there's no real regularity here. This one is called Cigars Daily Live Lounge Roast. Here's what we do. People post pictures of their lounges in the Cigars Daily Nation Facebook group. And we together as an audience, you watching at home, my co-host, and the crew in the room, and myself, we pick on these lounges. Now, we're going to put up some pictures of a lounge from a prominent member of the community. And I'm going to ask all of you to judge them. You can share your thoughts and feelings about what you see in these pictures, and you can say anything that won't get our show canceled. But you can also rank the lounge on a sliding scale from 0 to 5, where 0 is like, where would I would expect this lounge to have a piss bucket in the corner? Okay, that's
As all great lounges do.
Yeah, yes.
that's not good. 0 is not good.
But it is
One-
where childhood memories are made.
That's not normal.
Oh.
That's
All
abnormal.
right.
That sounds
One
like
would-
Disneyland. Yeah.
One would be a lounge that's fit for Dirty Mike and the boys. So we're still not doing great here. 2, Tim Mull says, we don't judge, we criticize. Accurate.
I can't see
2,
anything out of this mask.
when we get to it 2, we're getting out of the dirty lounges. We're making our way into the kind of lounge you'd expect to find at maybe a Hampton Inn.
Okay.
3 is a lounge that has everything I never knew I sort of wanted. So it's better than the Hampton Inn, but it's still not great. 4 would be good. It's like if you went to it and there was a cover charge, you'd be like, yeah, I guess. And then 5 is directed by Michael Bay.
Explosions.
Explosions. Now, I'm going to show you the comment first because it was shared by Matt C. from the Cigars Daily Nation.
Oh, we know. We
And-
love Matt.
And I want to confront this up front. He says, this is what he says about his lounge roast pictures. Here's a few pictures of my lounge, which pales in comparison to most. It's about as finished as I can make it since it has to turn back into a shed in a few months. But it's comfortable, and I give myself a, and I blotted it out because I don't think Matt's allowed to do that.
No.
He's not allowed to put in our heads the idea of what the rating of his lounge should be.
That's entrapment.
That's in. That's entrapment.
I'm not going down for that.
You'll never take me alive.
I ain't going back.
Is it a Dwelting says, is it a she shed? Very well, maybe. Let's go ahead and take a look at this lounge. You can drop your comments and questions
That's
down
a she
below.
shed all day long.
Why the back look like that?
I will say
That's a
this.
full-time shed.
I guess it's a
That's
full-time shed.
she
Nah,
shed.
come
That
on.
is a full-time shed, part-time crate and barrel. That's what I see when I look at
That's
this.
a
This
crate and
is
barrel for the town.
so for the podcast listeners at home,
Shed's not
what
going
we're
back.
looking at is clearly a shed. Okay, it's not big. This is maybe a
see the back wall throws you off, right?
8x10. The back wall has a series of non-conformed white shelves that are filled with some books, among other items that might be featured in the Reddit forum. Don't put that in your ass. On the floor, there's some
Classic.
nice wood flooring. You guys look
Oh,
surprised.
that's a
about that.
wallpaper.
That's
You guys don't
that's
know
like
that there's a
drop-cloth like
Reddit
that.
forum that
That's
says
exactly
don't put
what
that in
that
your
is.
ass. Oh, it's the best. If you're not on Reddit looking at pictures of things that people are like, don't put that in there, then you're missing out.
You using the internet a way different way than I
Yeah.
am, Tim.
Perkins,
Tim, we got the same internet. Is that?
I'm
got
in
the
some
same-
circles, and even I don't know about that.
there's some crazy stuff that you should not put up there. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Let's go back and
JP
look at these
says,
pictures.
"What the
Why
hell?"
not? Why not?
All right, yeah, look back. We've got wood floors.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like so the back wall looks like a drop cloth or like a
It's
wallpaper.
like what we got back here.
oh, it does look like a wallpaper.
Yeah.
That's a wallpaper. Okay,
Okay.
good. Very old timey radio. Wow, Matt got a wallpaper. Wow, Tig.
That
Wow.
That classes it up.
Wait, we've seen this before because we were making fun of his old-timey radio.
and
yes.
newspapers.
And
Yeah,
new-
he's had-
he has
he's had-
made it much. He's cleaned up.
He's
Yeah.
really.
Do you think
classed
all
it
the
up.
newspapers are just shoved behind the wallpaper? And he's
Possibly.
got it all
Are
back
there any
there?
bodies back there?
Why'd you
Could
take
be.
it that way?
Well, I don't know.
We went.
It's a
there, though.
shed. Could be a murder shed. Part-time cigar smoker. Part-time murder
That's
shed.
That's the nicest murder shed that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mark D says he's a 5. He's got the Fallout radio. Can you throw that back up there?
Well, let's
He
get
does
it.
have the Fallout radio right above a propane tank, which if you're going to create an enclosed space in which you're going to combust tobacco, I don't know if the propane tank is the best thing. Although a lot of people do.
It might
So
just be
it's-
empty and you storing it in there. It is a shed after all.
Dude, even when I was editing all this in Photoshop, it never occurred to me that was a backdrop.
Ooh,
And now
that's a nice
I'm
look.
kind of
All
shook.
right. I like all the decorations.
I like
We're-
the,
We're starting to get some reviews here.
he took his Blanton's
ratings.
and filled it with coffee beans. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, no, the coffee bean lamp is solid. By the way, the smoke eater there is the same one that I use in my office. Dustin Dunn on Facebook gives it a 4. The TV in there, again, not a huge TV, but he does have to turn this back into a shed. And some pictures. There's a picture of someone swimming in a lake, maybe. I don't know. And there's a picture of him having maybe caught a very big fish. There we go. Billy, what are we sort of getting as the consensus here?
We're going
from
to
the-
have it's like a 3.5 to 4 is where we're landing right now.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3.33 repeating the thirds just because it
Gosh.
seems. What do you mean, gosh?
Can you put up
That's-
3 again? What's
That's
3?
a nerd.
3
Oh.
is the everything I never knew I sort of wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a-
fair.
I like that 3 range.
It's a
Um,
nice spot.
Yeah, like maybe a 2 just because like it's very like staple for a guy to be able to sit there.
Corey
Yeah.
says
Smoke.
he said it hides the yard tools.
Okay.
Now put it back up.
the wall.
Yeah.
his wall.
Okay.
That makes perfect
Now
sense.
it's making sense.
That actually increases to me the entire value of the whole space because he still has all the utility of a shed, but he's converted it as a cigar lounge and made it feel good. So I would give this in the 3.5 range. Mark D says 3 because it's a convertible. So we're saying that 3 is roughly good. A lot of people gave him credit for the old school radio. Ben says it's a 4. Matt's an OG.
I
is
can
what he
agree to
said.
that.
Now, what type of tools do you think he has behind that? Maybe any
None
hose?
that I can say on the internet.
Perhaps.
Uh,
Really,
Perhaps he's
Amber?
hiding
I think I would have
Really?
picked a more butch backdrop, but it's nice.
Billy would have
classy.
put a picture of a big sweaty guy in a gi being like on his back, being like, "Come here, yeah, come get me."
Just
Um,
a giant grizzly bear.
Will has no scroll says 5 because OSHA violation.
I'm assuming the propane.
Is the
tank.
propane tank an OSHA violation?
Oh yeah.
I see a lot. Explode. Okay.
All I know is OSHA is the sound that you make when you fall off your ladder when they're not paying attention.
Okay, so it's getting a lot of respect for the old timiness, for the convertibleness of it, for the nostalgia of it, and the utility. I'm gonna say we probably got ourselves to about a 3.5 on this, but you can put up the very last one. Let's see what Matt gave himself. A 2.75.
Ah,
He
being
did better
harsh.
than
He did better than he hoped, better than he would have given his lounge. But I'll say this: never undersell yourself
Yeah.
like that. Matt's lounge, I actually see it every day in the Cigars Daily Nation group because he posts so regularly. And I'll say this: he's got great taste in cigars.
He does.
I can give him that. And that is an amazing lounge. I would smoke there. Stamp of approval. And somebody gave it a 3.99, which is technically a violation of the rules somehow. But
I'm also he didn't chime in at all during this because I think he didn't want to be a part of the rating scale.
That's
He didn't
fair.
wanna
I like
soil
it. I
it.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He let everybody just have their opinions, and then he'll probably be back.
Like
in like
that's a
5
He
classy
might be
move
crying
right
a
there.
little bit. Got a little harsh there.
Dear
Yeah.
God. All right. Drop your cigar comments and questions down below, whether you're watching on YouTube, Rumble. There he is. He says, thank you. No, Matt, thank you. We're really grateful that you shared and that you're a part of our community. You're awesome.
It's
Appreciate
like a
it.
5-star resort based off what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Amber's seen some stuff, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm just saying, I think he's being real harsh.
He's
He
being
needs
a
to give
little
himself a
too
little more
hard.
credit.
You know what?
He's got a nice lounge.
Put a piss
He's done
bucket
good
in there
work.
and we'll award you a 2.74.
Yeah. There's
Go
no
get
piss
yourself a
bucket. That's
Folgers
not a
can.
2.7. That's a solid 3+.
Midnight Rider says a fella can build 1,000 bridges, and if he pisses in one bucket, he's not a bridge builder. He's a bucket pisser.
Well, then I gotta tell you, the entire male side of my Polish family's accomplished nothing.
That comment got me
It's just
so
piss
good.
bucket after piss bucket.
I'm gonna pull myself together. Okay, drop your cigar comments and questions down below, and let's dive into.
A segment we do every week.
No, I don't want to do back-to-back
Okay. that's
photo
fair.
comment segments. We do the pick of the week this week. I don't want to forget it because we have one of the finest pick of the weeks that we've ever shown on this
Wow.
show. I want to say this is one of the greatest cigar images I've ever seen in my life, but we're going to get to it in a minute. I want to do the segment for the show. Let's dive into the Cigars Daily Live. Do you know where it is? That's not it. It's actually to the left of that one.
Okay.
There we go. Cigars Daily Live, Cigar Lounge Revival. This is where we're going to talk about the cigar lounges. Now, here's the deal. I've got some questions for you all at home to drop in the comments. We're going to talk about this. If you live somewhere where there's a cigar lounge and you go to that cigar lounge, or if you've been to a cigar lounge, you can share your opinion. In fact, even if you haven't been to a cigar lounge, you're allowed to share your opinion. This is an everybody's opinion goes. I want to hear this from you guys. People who have cigar lounges, a surprising number of them play this show in their cigar lounges. And for that, we're extremely grateful. Some of them are about to learn that they've been horribly misguided and that they're driving people away. And it's not the piss bucket. So I'm going to throw a comment or a question up on the screen. It's a complete the sentence thing. We'll talk about it in the room here just a little bit, and then we're going to go to your guys' comments at home. So post whether you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or Facebook or our own community on Cigars Daily Plus. And with the first one, as cigar lounges struggle with enforcement issues from city and state and government stuff and what you can do in a lounge and where you can put a lounge, and by the time you actually get the lounge open, running the thing is a lot of trouble. So you can miss some of the finer points. This is where you guys are going to help. Let's complete this sentence in the room. Starts this way. I know that a cigar lounge is on its way to the grave when. Complete the sentence. Now, I'll say this. Amber has been here for a while now.
Yeah.
Terrence has been here for a few years. Billy, I don't even know what Billy does anymore for a job. I'm not really sure. I think
Float on a yacht.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
You hang out
Wrestles
in
with men.
Thailand with your friends.
I think he's a Trump impersonator, honestly.
I go
They-
to Vegas.
they
I take
hired
my
the-
yacht to Vegas.
He's a stand-in for the president now. About every year in the city of Phoenix, about 5 new cigar lounges open their doors, and roughly 4 or 5 of them close their doors.
Mhm.
For the last 10 years, it's been that way. I've seen more cigar lounges go out of business than you can imagine. So the question is, for everybody around the room, and you can postulate on this, I know a cigar lounge is on its way to the grave when, complete the sentence. I'm going to let Terrence go first because he's got the most experience and y'all can ruminate. Go for it.
When they don't got cigars. So if you're going in and you're like, all right, I know they usually have this or this or this, and you walk in and they've got 10 to 15 different things available, and you're like, what happened to everything else? Oh, we just got to reorder things, man. Don't worry. If you come back next week, we'll have more. That's not a good sign. If it's looking like slim pickings and they only got a few things on the shelf, it's not looking good for them. At least personally, they might just be bouncing back. They might have just had an event or something like that, but that's not usually the case. So I usually stay back from that.
Terrence has actually touched on one of the most critical ones that I will scathe many, many cigar lounge owners when I comment on this, but I'm going to come back to that. Burger.
And
I would personally say when there's a lot of mold present.
Okay. They're not
But-
caring for the humidor.
Yeah, but I know some people like that.
Well, and you would just be shocked at how long those lounges last.
But
But to you, that
personally,
says
yeah,
you walk in, you see that, you go, oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm
But
out.
what are we paying attention to if all the cigars are moldy?
Right.
Probably not much else.
Not much else. That's fair. Billy?
Mine's along the same line of Amber's, but not on the cigars. But when you walk in there, because you know that sweet aroma that you get in a nice
that
cigar.
Spanish cedar when you walk in the humidor.
Yeah, when you walk in and it
Mm.
smells like a locker room and it's got that like
musky.
musky,
Mini leather bound books.
not even leather bound. That's fine.
like
but
old wet books.
old wet books. That's where
Yeah.
you're like, this isn't good anymore.
Okay, I want to come right back to the comments, but I'll quickly say this. The number one thing in my experience seeing shops open and close, the number one thing that gets cigar lounges, poor management of cash flow. And when Terrence mentions you walk in and there's not enough cigars, that is a death rattle. A lot, and probably means a lot of other things, like that the shop isn't paying its bills and they're liable to maybe get locked out soon. That is probably one of the most frequent things I've seen where a cigar shop goes dark. They either get locked out or they get locked out because they're not paying their bill or they don't have enough cigars. This is pretty routine.
Mhm.
And oftentimes it's because people just don't manage or pay attention to the cash flow or are not savvy enough to do it. But I want to hear from everybody at home. Billy, what are they saying?
All right, we got a lot. So we're going to do these kind of like a quick hit.
Yeah,
That's
let's do
fair.
quick
All right,
hits.
ready?
We want to hear. Schindler says they overcharge.
Or they go from
I
not
like that.
overcharging to overcharging. You're like, what happened after all this time?
What
Why-
happened for you weren't overcharging me? And now, if you were just overcharging me to begin with, maybe we'd still be friends.
Exactly.
Kevin Groot says when they run out of cigars, I'm going to just say this. That's the so far that's the most accurate answer from what I've seen. Keep going. Nassau says allows cigarette smokers.
Ooh, Tim, that must hit a soft spot.
It's not a soft spot for me. I don't mind cigarette smokers. They don't bother me because compared to the cigar smokers, there's so few of them. I don't know. Somebody's
That's
like,
fair. That's fair.
Juan Gomez says when the owner is smoking a plumed cigar, and that would drive off. See, here's the thing. That's going to drive off the discerning aficionado, especially one that's in the Cigars Daily Nation, because we know that plume is a myth. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of moldy humidors that have been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Lil Spence says improper airflow. I'll tell you what will drive people out of a lounge: a room that's just caked with thick, voluminous smoke that you can't even see through the room, and your eyes water to sit in there because there's so much gosh dang smoke.
I kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie.
AZ Born Texas Living says when they stock their humidor based on what the owner likes only. That's fair enough. I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
one more of these and then we'll go on to the next one. Braxton Burrows says, when they sell vapes, you're talking about a glass shop. You're referring to a glass shop. And one more, Rich Chateau says, when ICE is camped out front. Okay,
Wow.
let's go on to the next
Okay,
one.
Wow. Wow.
I couldn't help
Okay.
myself. All right, here we go. The next comment right here is the fastest way to ruin a cigar lounge is, what is the number one thing? You go to a cigar lounge and let's say it's fine. The cigars are not necessarily moldy or plumy. The air is fine. What ruins it for you the fastest? Amber, whose primary
me?
experience is the cigar lounge here.
I've been to a few others. For me, if there's TVs on and it's the news, it's all the news. That's the only thing on.
Why?
Personally, because I come to a cigar lounge to get away, relax, not be talking about the news, politics. Doesn't matter what news station is on. I don't want that to be the thing I have to stare at.
The news
And-
is always depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this. The news, there is a whole philosophy about what to put on a TV in a cigar lounge. You don't want the news because it's divisive. Even for some shops, sports games
Yep.
are not great because they can be divisive, especially for that. And it's not like most people with sports are fine. They'll go in and be like, the Broncos are stupid and the quarterback is, abusive. I don't know what they say. I don't care about sports, but
We know.
But there's always that guy who just can't take it. He goes in and he's like, oh no, I don't like this. So the thing that is safe to put on a cigar lounge, Terrence, what is it?
Chive TV.
Wow, that's not what I was going to say, but you are correct.
Are you
That is-
saying then boxing or fighting?
Cars.
no? Fighting is fine. Fighting
Don't you
is
play your own content.
no.
No, we stopped that. We stopped that.
Did we?
Oh yeah, I made sure of that.
Tim's like,
yeah.
damn it, put that back up there.
I didn't get
No,
that
we
memo.
only get 3 views if we try to do that.
There's
so it
nothing
doesn't
I
matter.
like about putting my own content in the HQ lounge, but it was requested to the point where someone started doing it. I actually asked for it not to happen. It sounds like I finally won.
You always win, Tim.
All right. Thank you, Terrence. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
I was going to say something, but let's go to the comments, Billy. What are the people saying? What ruins a lounge for
There's a
them?
clear winner, and you'll start seeing them pop up. As
Go
we
for it.
through. Ready?
Yep. Jose Ronge. Okay. Jose says the humidor is empty, which again goes back to the thing that is a death rattle for any cigar lounge. I'll tell you guys a quick story at the end of this one. Keep going, Billy. Put them up fast. Feet on the furniture
Wow.
from Jeffma.
Wow.
You and Terrence would get along really well. You guys are just never nudes. You keep your shoes on all the time, never have your feet
Always.
out. Baby Poodle says no seating. It's just the most insane name for a screen name on a cigar show. Thanks for watching tonight, Baby
love it.
Poodle.
I love it.
I love it.
Baby
Bur-
poodle, get involved.
Wow.
Baby Poodle. All right. Bourbon Lovin' says rude employees.
Ooh.
That's a great
Yeah.
one. I'm surprised that it hasn't come up yet. Rude employees. The number of people that walk in my door and are like, so and so at this cigar shop was rude to me. That's why I'm here today. And I was like, well, I think the selection would be a great thing to draw you in, but it's fine. We'll take it. I do a surprising number of calls to friends of mine who have lounges to say like, hey, someone came in today saying that a guy who works for you with a funny hat and a weird mustache and a checkered suit or something like that said that he was stupid because he liked Deadwood cigars or something like that.
Mhm.
That happens more than you would think.
Yeah.
Keep going. Meister says arrogance of the clientele.
I love this answer.
That's
Terrence,
great.
why?
This has driven me away from more lounges than almost anything. If you got 3 cigars on the shelf, I can deal with it. If you got thick globs of smoke and your walls are yellow, I can deal with it. But if your clientele are just rude or D-bags or something like that, I don't want to be there anymore.
Looking at you, Dan.
No.
Damn it.
Damn it, Dan. No. But like just being like, if I have to sit in a lounge and I spend an hour and a half to 4 hours somewhere, trying to enjoy my time, and the guys are sitting there trying to make me feel inferior about my cigar taste or my preferences or what I'm smoking, I would and nobody stops those guys from being like that. That can definitely drive me away personally. Like that is one of my biggest factors where like somebody's just rude or you see them just doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do. They leave more of a mess than they actually come in with, and you're like, what are you doing? Like that can ruin a lounge for me.
I'll
100%.
say that this is a good point and true to form. in the Cigars Daily Live studio audience, we have a member, Dan. His screen name on here is Dwelting. And one of the points that he made recently is that this is like his Cheers. And he said that because he's so old that he's watched Cheers. and
Wow.
But the reality is, when you go into a lounge, what you want is that kind of place. You want a place that's like your Cheers. There's not a better way to put it. Like a place where everybody knows your name. And if everybody in there sucks, then if they know your name, it actually makes it that much worse. So yeah, I would say that like my favorite thing about Cigar Lounge is the good nature ball busting that goes on. It's what I want when I walk into a shop. If somebody makes an off-color comment about something I'm wearing or my gap teeth or my stupid face, that's like I feel right at home almost right away. So I think that the rude patrons is a prime one. Okay,
We found the one. It's the best.
it's the okay. Go for it. I'm not even gonna try to do it.
Just
'cause
read
you're
it,
so good.
Billy.
Will has no skrill, no lounge dog.
Okay.
You got to have a lounge.
That makes
dog.
me feel good because this place is basically a kennel.
I was I
No, I'm
was
joking.
helping somebody in the humor today, and Simba was just going crazy, squeaking her ball, and she goes through the music that's playing in the back
Uh-huh.
and the walls. She goes, "Is there a dog back there?" And I said, "Yeah." And she just got a new ball. She is hyped. She was like, "Wouldn't have it any other way." I was like, "Thank
Yes,
you."
yes.
There's actually 4 dogs back there.
I said,
Yeah,
"It's like there's quite a few."
There's three. There's 3 dogs. We capped it at 3. We said 3 is per square foot. Doesn't matter. Okay, I got one more for you guys. Only one more. Here it is. Boom. If you want new people to feel welcome in a cigar lounge, you have to blank. Now, notwithstanding some of the things we said, you have to have good patrons. Well, you can't control that. If your business attracts douchebags, you got to go look in the mirror, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh,
But you can certainly train up your staff. But in order for people to, if you want new people to feel welcome in a cigar lounge, you have to blank. Drop it in the comments. YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Cigars Daily Plus. Staff, go. This is sort of part of your job. So
Be friendly. It's easy.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
it's the biggest thing.
It's
Like,
the easiest one.
I mean, from working here, it's the easiest thing. But also having been in cigar lounges where nobody is friendly, and, and you can't really control who smokes there. But at the same time, I've gone places the staff isn't friendly. You sit down, nobody talks to you, which could just be the mood. But I've gone to places 3 or 4 times. On the 5th time, somebody was finally like, "Hi, how are you?" Like, because I was intruding,
Right.
So
you were in their
that's
space.
Yeah, that's
What
not
they
the
really
vibe.
do, they're sitting in the back. There's like, there's a girl.
100%.
What do we do?
Yeah.
I'll say this: as important as be nice and be friendly is call out the behavior of the D-bags, which you guys do relatively well. If you can't have people walking in, taking the cigar and rubbing it on their nostrils or being rude or off color, I have kicked plenty of people out of cigar lounges for things that they have said to other people, to staff members. And this is over my 10-year history. It's not something I do every day. It is the reason we get booed every week. I've tried to kick a lot of these people out. They keep coming back.
They're like herpes.
Terry.
Yeah, bring it in.
Bring it. All right.
And I think I'm just gonna piggyback off of Amber because some days I feel like I'm not the perfect Terrence. I want to be able to greet people with a smile, but there's sometimes I got 8 things on my desk that are on fire, and I'm like, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Cigars?
No, never enough cigars on fire. But I'll have things where I'm like, I got a lot on my mind, and I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing? What do you need? All right, yep, I can help you. Yeah. But I really do want to get better at like being welcoming, being friendly. Hey, I think I'm one of those people that is terrible with names, but I'm good with your face. I know what you smoke.
No.
And
Terrence, we both know that you are amazing with names and that I indeed am the one who is not good with names.
Listen, there's some guys that have been coming in here for about 2 years. I still don't know their name, but I know what they smoke.
There isn't, listen to me, everyone watching this right now, there isn't a person more friendly and welcoming than Terrence
I was gonna
in a
say.
cigar shop. Can I get does you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Amen
Like
to that.
again, there's some guys that Tim know from back in the day, and I'm like, okay, his name is Kevin or something like that.
I don't know their names.
But we don't gotta talk about. Like, I wish I was better with names, but I know what you smoke. Or if it's your first time in, I wish sometimes I can give that more attention or be more personable when I have things on my desk that I'm like, I gotta get to that, I gotta get to that. So being friendly and being welcoming is definitely like a benefit to having like being in a cigar lounge. If that person comes in, hi, is this your first time? What do you like to smoke? And they sit there and have a conversation with you, I think that will definitely take that inch and bring it a whole mile when it comes to the experience. And that's something that introspectively I know I need to work on. And so I think that that's something that everywhere should have.
Okay, I appreciate that, Terrence. Thank you. The sentence we're completing here is: if you want new people to feel welcome in a cigar lounge, you have to. And Billy is now going to show us some of these. Hazing from Chris. Are we hazing now? What are we doing? They're like, you walk in, they're like, welcome, take your pants off.
Blazing for a hazing, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You got a brick and some rope. They're like, let's go up on the roof. Dwelting Music says, know your clientele. Well, it's the cigar industry, and the clientele it's actually, I'll be honest, the clientele in the cigar industry is pretty damn diverse.
Now
And I love it. I love how diverse it is. Couples dating, people with from basically every walk of life. I love it. Everyone but Mormons. It's just there's nothing wrong with Mormons, but they don't smoke cigars. And if they are, they're not supposed to.
You just heard him out. You're like, get out.
Go on. I got it. Drago Dennis says owners smoking and talking to patrons. So you got to have like one of the main guys there, somebody who is like interfacing with people. I think that's fair. What else, Billy? Z-Man says educate new patrons. Learning is half the fun.
Yeah.
This one is a double-edged sword. I'm not going to fully say I think this is the right idea, because here's the problem. Somebody walks in and they're like, hey, I need a cigar. And you don't always want to dive all the way into the seed varietal of the wrapper and the amount of Seiko versus Omotepe Viso in the some people don't care about that, and I noticed that because I do this.
I do it too.
Yes, I know you do, Terrence. Terrence and I are absolutely guilty of this. Some guy would be like, it's like a wife getting a cigar for her husband, and 15 minutes into like, oh, the Placencia's got a 10-year age wrapper, and Nestor Placencia is married to.
She's like, is it good or not?
She's like, will my husband like this? And yeah. I have a funny story to tell you all, by the way, when we get to the after party. In a few minutes, we're going to go to the after party. And I have a funny story to tell you. Billy, give me one more.
I've got two more that we have to pull.
Give me two
This
more.
came in long before we talked about it.
Martard says, hire Terrence. Was that for how to make people feel welcome, or the fastest way to know that you're going to ruin the lounge, or the lounge is going to the grave? Which one?
That was
Which one was it?
I
don't know. We're in trouble.
And we're back to hazing.
Oh, back to hazing.
And then this one, pull up the last one that you had.
If you want people to feel welcome in a cigar lounge, you have to empty the piss bucket.
And I do. Just to be clear.
And I do.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of job security in that.
Yeah,
I thank you very much.
I will do anything to keep our patrons happy. Emptying the piss bucket,
Filling the piss
bucket
bucket.
Filling
just
the
sounds
piss
like your
bucket.
bladder's full. Like, oh man, I gotta go empty the piss bucket. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, listen, in a minute, we're going to go to the after party for the show. That is the portion of the show that's not aired on the main platforms like YouTube and Facebook. Surprisingly, there's stuff that we won't say and do during this show. It's shocking if you've watched a lot of it. But we're going to continue the episode. It goes on Rumble, but also on our own platform, which is Cigars Daily Plus. This is a place that's free and easy to create an account. It requires basically your email, a name, a username, and a password. Generate it. It's free. Come join us for the episode. You can get more of the best damn cigar content online. Yada, yada. It's all good. Join us there. We're going to go there in a minute. But before we do, we are going to do a segment we do every week on this show called the Cigars Daily Nation Pick of the Week. Now, I gave this a lot of to do. And I don't want to breeze through this. We got 1 minute left, so I'm going to just go over a little bit because I want to take a little bit of time with this. It's going to take a couple minutes, but I do want to be sensitive to some stuff. The first one, before you put it up, Terrence, I just want to say this. This may be the greatest cigar picture I've seen. Okay. And I see all of my competitors posting their photographers take sexy pictures of the cigar and they beef them up in Photoshop and whatever the hell they do. No, nay, says I. If you're going to do it, get married. And when you get married, do this.
I'm working on it, Tim.
That's right. Alex C says, tied the knot, smoking a great stick. 12326, Mr. and Mrs. C. Tied the knot, smoking a great stick. If you want to know what picture to put online and say, what is he smoking? This is the one right here. For our podcast listeners, there's clearly a light behind them. He's got her kissing, either kissing, okay, and I'm not describing it very well, but he's sort of bending her back, like you know how you do with a girl. I can't do this with Allison because it hurts her back, but he's like bending her and he's
Do
kissing
you want to
her.
use Dan as the bride?
Dan, come over here. I gotta, I gotta do that.
You didn't even kind of move.
The light behind them is backlighting voluminous plumes of smoke, and he's wearing a suit with a cowboy hat. Congratulations to Alex C. And before we move on to the next thing, I want to tell you guys this. This is now a challenge. This is now a challenge to get the most epic wedding cigar picture in the world that there is.
Bet.
And I'm going to drop this challenge with someone. Terrence, you can take that picture down. Because as of a week and a half ago or so, Terrence is now engaged to be married. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
getting hitched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Yeah, it's still a little bit a little bit of way out. I got some other things I got to attend to first, but then we'll be.
He's got a
doing
couple
all
other
the planning.
marriages to end. He's got to get to.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Hey, no comment.
These other
brother.
families. That's epic. Oh, yeah. Officially, congratulations from Quickening.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. Cigar Snob says prenup.
No, she been dealing with my BS for a long time. None of that.
Mm.
We stuck in it forever.
Congrats, nerd. Okay.
now,
Okay, thanks, Will.
if I marry my cat and take a picture of it, does that count?
Yo, Cat, where are you
I
living in
mean,
Oregon?
Yeah.
Which cat are we
Well,
talking
I'm not
about?
saying it's going to be,
Nice.
legally binding.
Thanks.
I'm going to say you could take the most amazing cigar picture in the world, marrying your cat with a cigar. We would never talk about the picture. All we would do is make fun of you forever.
There were cigars in
That's
the
a given.
photo?
Yeah,
she
we're
was
gonna be like, this
smoking a
got to be
cigar.
AI. Why is the cat gotta veil
All right.
and all of that?
Lots of congratulations for Terrence. And I'm going to bring it back down, but then we're going to bring it back up. Next pick of the week coming at you right here. And this one's from Jeremy W. He says he prefers Maduro.
Not that Maduro.
Not that Maduro. The picture here is the sweetest picture of his dog with I'm assuming this is a cigar squeak toy that he has in his mouth. This dog's breed is.
He's smoking in the bed.
He's smoking. He is smoking
Look at him.
in
His
the bed.
wife is behind him. Like, I hate
Sitting-
when you do that.
Sitting on the bed with another dog. This is a boxer, some sort
It
of.
looks like a
boxer?
boxer. Yeah.
Partially boxer, somewhat mutt boxer. Jeremy W posts these two pictures of his dog, and I wanted to share these tonight. That's a dog. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Billy just recently has lost a member of his family, one of his dogs. So I wanted to
Oh.
share a dog picture. Billy, we're sorry for you.
Thank you.
Told you I was going to bring it down. What a bummer. But we got one more. This one is from Seminole A. He says today's mail call. USPS apparently sat on my box. Come along with me on this little unboxing. So the sticks are intact, but shout out to whoever packaged my order with the bubble wrap. As always, came in clutch, which is a phrase I don't understand. But what it seems like is that the box, which looks like it's been repeatedly karate chopped by a 10-year-old.
That box went through the opening scene in Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, absolutely.
Ooh,
it did.
yeah.
That the cigars inside are perfect. And I got to say, for people who take extra special care while they are packaging their cigars, hell, it pays off. It's absolutely amazing. Listen, we're going to go to the after party right now. So the show's going to continue, but only on Rumble and Cigars Daily Plus. So join us there. Go over to Cigars Daily Plus, go over to Rumble, continue watching the show. Otherwise, get your tickets for Daily Con. Visit us in person. Meet the Cigars Daily crew, along with amazing cigar industry personnel like Karen Berger or Jonas Santana or Oliva Nick, who we're going to have on the show, have an intervention, or Pedro Gomez and Rick Rodriguez from West Tampa. There's going to be more fun at this thing than you'll be able to have in one day. It's just going to be unbelievable. And otherwise, stay tuned for another amazing episode. This is Tim and the whole crew, and we're signing off for Cigars Daily, but we'll go see you on the after party. Go over there.
And live your lives.